Today I'm going to show you 14 of the best trading methods inside a Hypixel Skyblock to make you rich. Let's get straight to the flips. So taking a look at the first flip, we've got dark bait. So you want to go over to wooden fishes and then go to baits. Honestly, if you're starting off bazaar flipping, bait is probably one of the best flips you can do. If you look at any of these baits, all of them really a good profit if you're lower down. And then dark bait is good when you start getting to sort of the mid-level, same as hot bait, but we'll come across that later. But dark bait, as you can see, 842k insta sells, 222k insta buys. So you're going to get your buy orders filled very quick with that amount of insta sells, and then your sell offers are going to fill very fast as well with 222k. So let's flip it. We've bought 1,000 of them. We're going to be flipping them at 1,747. So then once we put this in, you're going to see an expected profit of around 500k. So for the first flip, that's really not that bad. We spent around 1.2 million coins and you're going to get a 500k profit, so that's quite nice. But then moving on to the next one, it's the Dragon Claw. We've only bought 5 of these. I've done this flip quite a few times. It's what I used to do when I first started out flipping. It's just in Reforge, and then as you can see, there's around a 30k difference. It's got slightly lower insta sells and insta buys, both of them being around the 7.6k mark. However, you don't really recognize that. This is filled and it didn't take that long to fill. Then when we're flipping it at 49,956, you're going to be seeing a profit of around 160k coins. So again, it's a nice little flip. It does add up. But we'll move on to the next one, which is the enchanted cocoa beans. So we bought 1,000 of these. These filled very instantly. It took a bit longer whilst we waited for some of the other ones, but this one filled very fast. And as you can see, there's around 176 coin difference. So as we flip it, we're going to be selling it at 778. Let's see how much profit. We're looking at around 160k profit, and that filled probably within a minute. So if you can be making 160k in a minute, you're making around $1 million every 10 minutes. So that flip is very nice if you want to try that one. Looking at the next one, we've got enchanted iron. We've also bought 1,000 of this, and it's worth 1.1 million coins. We should be getting around 200k profit from the enchanted iron, because if we take a look, yep, there's around a 200 coin difference. But the reason why these ones are so nice is because of how fast you can get them, your buy offers filled, and how fast the sell offers fill. So with this, it's all about the quantity that you can actually do, because 7 million insta sells and then put 4.7 million insta buys is quite unreal. It just means you're going to list it, it's going to get filled instantly. You're going to sell it, it's going to fill very fast. As you can see, one person sold us 800, so people are sort of holding on to enchanted iron because obviously minions, and then if they do go mining, they just drop they get enchanted iron, or the minions farming it. So when they sell it, they're selling it in bulk, and it means that your orders are filling fast. So if we're flipping it at 1,322, and then that means we're going to be looking at a profit of about 140k, which is still a nice profit. Like I said, this one you can do very quick and very often. Quickly, before the rest of the video, I do want to say we're trying to push 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So we've got 4 days and we only need around 15 subs, but I'd really appreciate it if we could get there. And also, I just want to say we've got a Discord. The link will be in the description. That's where we announce any giveaways, any time that I'm playing with fans or anything like that. So make sure you join the Discord and make sure to subscribe as we're trying to push that final milestone. So if we take a look at the next one, we've got enchanted pork. So here, we bought 1,000, it cost us around 3.9 million. If you watched the trading video I posted yesterday, you'll see enchanted pork did quite well. As you can see, 1.3 million insta sells and 1.4 million insta buys. It's another one where it's very fast, buying it in and then selling it. It's very quick, and with around a 300 coin difference, you can sometimes make quite a nice bit of profit. So if we're selling it at 4,277, once we lift this up, you're going to be seeing an average profit of around 320k, which honestly, for something that fills very fast, that's a lot of profit you can be making. Let's say you can do that in a minute or 2 minutes, you can be looking at 2-3 million coins in 10 minutes. So that is a very nice flip. But then moving on to enchanted sand, this one hasn't fully filled, and we only bought this because of it looked like there was a good profit difference between, like, obviously buying and selling. Right now it's around, there's about 800 coin difference, so it is still nice. We're selling it for 1.1 mil, and it costed us about 900k. So we made about 250k just from that alone, so it didn't fully fill, but it still made us a nice amount of profit. So I would recommend it, but it's also, it didn't properly fill. But taking a look at Goatszz now, Goatszz, I was surprised that it was still doing so well as it was. 12 million insta sells, 13 million insta buys, with around a 300 coin difference. So this is probably the best one we've seen so far in terms of how fast things are going to be filling up and how fast you can sell them. So if we take a look at how much profit it is going to be giving us, 2,183 is what we're selling it at. We're going to be looking at a profit of around nearly 300k profit alone just from that. So very nice flip for the gold essence. And then goblin egg, when I was looking at the goblin eggs, I was taking a look at a couple of them, and this is what I like to do. I like to scan over them. But the blue goblin egg, like the original one, the normal goblin egg is what I mean. The reason why it's so amazing is because if you look at the insta buys and the insta sells, it just skyrockets over everything else. So 312k insta buys, 486k insta sells. Whereas if you compare this like the red goblin egg, which is just around 12k on each, then the next one, which is about 1.6k, and then it just keeps, nothing's really the same as this, and it's still got about a 5k difference, so it is still a nice flip. So when we're flipping it at 13,060, you're going to see a profit of around 771k, and that's, I bought 200, so having a profit of nearly 800k is a very nice flip. Well, moving on to the next, we've got hot bait. Like I said earlier, we are going back to the baits because I always do baits. They're quite consistent and you can rely on them quite a lot. But here we have hot bait, 1 million insta sells, so you can have no issues when you're filling up your buy offers. And then 873k insta buys, so when you're selling them, you're going to have no issues with people insta buying it. So if we take a look at how much money we are going to make from flipping, 487 is what we're selling it at. So when we list it up at 487, we're going to be looking at a profit of around 350k. Taking a look at the next one, we've got light bait. So another bait, I know. But if we have a look at light bait, 1.2 million insta sells, so your buy offer is going to get filled. Very nice. However, if you look here, it's almost filled, but over the past 20 minutes, it hasn't properly filled. So this one might not be the best one, but let's see if the profit can make up for it. We'll claim the 93. We spent 95k on it, and we're getting back 727k. So I would say this is something where if you, let's say it fills in 20 minutes, at least in 20 minutes you've made about 600k alone just from this one flip, and it's something where when you're doing all the others, you can sort of be making it all up as you go, and you sort of can just be doing some and then focused in others. Right now, well, once we finish the final one, I'll have up on the screen how much money I've totally made from this video and how much these flips made me, and then you can realize that one flip alone might only be about 200k. However, when you do 14 flips like I've done here, it all adds up, and we have been recorded for about 9 minutes and these have been listed for 20 minutes. So that means in half an hour, that's the amount of money from these flips alone I've made. And when you're bazaar flipping, the best thing is, let's say you want to go farm some revs, or if you want to do some dungeons or whatever you want to do in this game, you can do bazaar on the side, because if you have a booster cookie available, which most people do nowadays, it's right here. All you got to do is /bazaar. You can check on it every now and then go back to doing whatever you want to do. So it's an amazing money making method that everyone should be utilising just on the side. So for the final flip, we are going to take a look at Yogi. So it's over here in the Crystal Hollows, and as you can see, 360k insta sells and 152k insta buys. So that means you are going to be getting your orders filled very quickly, and also at the same time there's about a 200 coin difference. Our order, similar to the light bait, hasn't fully filled. It's filled about 77%. However, when we claim it, we spent 46k on it. When we sell it back, we're going to be getting 200k, so we've made about 150k from that flip there. So that's really not that bad. So I'd say probably the best one that we saw so far is either the goblin eggs or maybe the gold essence, or honestly the enchanted sand wasn't bad, it just didn't fill. But I'd say most of them were quite nice. You just got to wait for them to fill now. Like, as in, you've got to wait for them to sell, but a lot of them were some nice flips. Comment down below which one was your favourite flip, and we can all discuss which one we preferred. I'd say my favourite is probably either the goblin egg, because it's the one that I do the most, or the hot bait. But that is everything from me today, so make sure you subscribe and like. We're trying to push 2,000 subs by the end of the year. I know we can do it. We've got around 4 days left, and we only need like 15 subs. So I know we can do it, but make sure to subscribe and like, and that's all from me now, so peace.